Hello everybody, Steven here with Cardboard Coalition, and today I'm going to try something new-ish, maybe? I'm trying to talk about crowdfunding things. With the segment, I think I'm going to go with the idea of buy, pass, and maybe. And what this is looking at crowdfunding games that I know I'm buying for the month, I know I'm backing, the ones that I'm going to pass on, and the ones I'm still batting around in my head. Now, the reason I'm putting all these up here is because these are campaigns that initially interested me, I found interest in, or I found while they were going, and hopefully I get them out there before they stop. I'm going to try to make sure I tell you guys how much time, and we'll look at that, and I'll try to keep all that in mind. So, with that, let's go ahead and jump into this. So the first thing I have up here, and this is under the buys, and I know I'm going to buy, and you're going to be able to see my biases and silliness and all that, I guess, with this stuff. But here we go. So, Marvel United Multiverse. This is a buy for me. Why? I have the first two seasons of this. And so this is the third season, bringing you way more stuff, as everyone says, way more stuff than you actually need. But you're buying this sometimes because you might want some of the parts of it, which maybe this isn't the easiest way, or you might want one of the game modes. It's still some of the parts of it. Or you could be like me, which is not the way I would say you want to be, and that would be a collector. So collectors want to make sure they have everything. People call it FOMO, fear of missing out, but really it's a collector thing, trying to get it all, Pokemon balling it. But anyways, there's a cartoon right off screen that wants to be part of this. But anyways, what I'm doing with this one is there are characters I really like. So first, before I get too far, I got distracted by the cat. Don't know if you guys can see her in my lap right now. Let's talk about it really quick. They've obviously reached their goal. There's no problem. Tons of backers, right? And you have a little over 2 days left to back this. I think Wednesday is when it closes. So what are you looking at to buy this? What do you have to put in to buy this? Let's see if I can get it to scroll down the whole thing like usual. All right, let's scroll here. You have $65, right, to get just the base game. You have $100 for the Herald Pledge, which comes with the expansion, which is Galactus, right? And they don't have anything else yet. They're going to do an all-in. Guaranteed there's going to be an all-in. You're looking at probably $365 or more. That's going to be the call that I'm making on this one. Now, back to the part why I'm into it. So, trying to do it really quick, of course. Cat wants to be on my face. This is a cat thing, right? Right. You got to get used to cats and cats doing cat things. All right. So, when we scroll down into this, let's get past all this. Let's see. There's the Galactus, if you were wondering. But let's see what we got going here. So, lots of miniatures. This is, people are joking, C-list, D-list characters. These are some people's favorites, right? And they're finally in it. And right here, they got one for me. They have Ghost Rider. The cat is literally clawing my crotch, and it's not good. All right, stop. I'm gonna freaking bleed on camera. I don't want to bleed on camera. But we have Ghost Rider right here, and the actual Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze. Before they had, in the first campaign, they had, I can't think of his name right now, but it's really Ghost Driver. I can't think of his name, but they have Johnny Blaze right here. Deathlock is actually, I'm pretty much into that one, right? I'm like, cool, Deathlock. Here's some of the anti-heroes. They have Hulk. You can't see it as well here. They did Mustache Red Hulk. Neither here nor there. But let's go ahead and tons of villains. They bring Hobgoblin. They have Gore. I love Gore, right? Lots of different things to help change the game, advance the game. And then they have right here, which is all the expansions that you get. So you have Civil War, if that interests you. You have Maximum Carnage. You have Secret Invasion. These are some of the big stories. War of Kings is newer. I don't think it's really that big, but it's an Inhumans. I'm sure Marvel's like get some Inhumans in there, right? Then you have X-Men Age of Apocalypse. I was just talking to a friend about this. This story, when it first came out, I don't remember it being all that popular. It was like, cool. Wolverine's missing a hand, cool. And that was kind of it. Hey, you got cat hair on my hands and everything, right? And then you have Annihilation. This was at least Annihilus. I don't know about the Annihilation story, but Annihilus is a pretty popular one. So you got mats and extra things. There's probably going to be an all-in that brings all this in. But back to the point to this video is I'm a pass on this one. I'm not a pass. I'm a buy. And I'm going to get all the extras. I'm going to get everything that's there. I'm going to collect it all up. Things like campaign decks where you can play through campaigns, team decks where you can set up build certain teams, all that kind of stuff. Also in this one, if you missed other ones, it's letting you get some of the promotions, not all the stuff from the other Kickstarters that were Kickstarter exclusive, but you can get the promotion box, right? The United promotions, the Mutant promotions, and they're offering a couple of their expansions up. Fantastic Four, which I think we might end up playing, or we might end up playing the Sinister Six coming up here really quick with some friends for me. But there's the original tokens and stuff. But the reason I'm getting this one is because this is a fun game. I really like it. It's quick. You got to get past the chibi thing, but it's quick and fun, but still engages you, right? And with the expansions and the other ones, it's going to engage you even more. Plus, there's going to be Spider-Geddon straight to retail, just to kind of sit there. All right, I don't want this video to be really long, so let's go ahead and start jumping through it. My next one for buy, right, is Batman Escape from Arkham. They've already posted their all-in for this. I already put in on it. Lots of money. It's euro. I can't remember. It's going to cost me almost 500. There's 1 day left on this one, right? They made 631,765 pounds as of this second, right? They're looking for 50, 2,563 backers. There's a lot. So what is this? You're playing as the villains trying to escape Arkham, hence the Escape from Arkham. Batman is your main baddie, but you also get Commissioner Gordon and stuff like that. Why did I do this? I love Batman. This game looked interesting. It was on my radar. I know there are some complaints. There's a Harry Potter game, Skibble Skipsh. I don't know any Harry Potter stuff. It's the game they play in Harry Potter. It's a game of that, I believe, and there's some issues with that. Some people are complaining about lack of transparency and getting it out and things like that. Remember, with all these crowdfunded stuff, if you get it close to the date that they said, amazing. If you get it within 6 months, that's the average going. If it's been more than 6 months, it's not unheard of kind of thing. But the reason I go into this is it's Batman. I mean, come on, you have the Batman who laughs, you get to play as. A lot of these are skins, whatever, but you get the Batman who laughs. They even have some like Condiment King, some of the sillier but known, if you're in the Batman universe, people. They just brought in Calendar Man, right? So I am going to back this one. I have backed this one, and I was dumb. Oh my god, I was so dumb about this. So I had this on alert, right? Let me know when it comes out. And you got 4 skins, alternate skins, if you back in the first 24 hours. In my head, I thought it was 48. I didn't back it the first day. I had regular work going on. I was like, oh, tomorrow I'll sit down and really look at it. Didn't look at it until later the next day, and it was right after. That was at like 26 hours. I kid you guys not. And so I had to pay an extra €20 to make sure I get everything. Remember, don't have to be like me. I am if I'm getting it, I want it. If I'm in for an ounce, I'm in for a pound, right? Or in for a penny, in for a pound, right? But these are euros. But anyways, what do you get with this? A ton of stuff, as you saw me scrolling down. This is a 1 to 5 player. It's kind of a dungeon crawler. It's a dungeon escaper, but you're still doing a lot of the dungeon crawling stuff, right? The lowest level you can get on this, 125 gives you the base game, and it gives you the all the extras. Sorry, the cat wants attention. all the game found exclusive extras, that the daily unlocks and the goals, like when you hit goals unlocking. Oh, it's gonna be bad, she's purring already. 185, you can get it with the I can't see what it's called right here, Riot and Blackgate. You get the expansion, so it gives you Blackgate instead of just Arkham, right? You can go Mastermind 270, which gives you all that. It gives you a ability to play it as Batman. You also get an Alfred miniature. The different dice, these are dice towers. I noticed this actually after, when I was trying to adjust my pledge. You want to watch this because there are two different. There's the Arkham Tower and the Villain Tower, and if you back this at 270, it's going to give you two of the Arkham Towers, not one of each of them. So you want to make sure you change that. But if you've got deeper pockets, you're going to jump into this Commander Pledge. This Commander Pledge is going to give you everything the previous pledge right here gave you. Mastermind Pledge gave you, but it's also giving you Return to Arkham Asylum, I believe is what it's called. It's kind of hard for me to see it from here. And you got some more expansions. This is the Ra's al Ghul one. This is the Battle for the Cowl, which brings you a whole bunch of Bat heroes if you want to play as the good guy trying to chase the heroes down, right? And then you have the Gotham Lord All-In Pledge. Yes, I did this. Plus add another €20 because Steven was dumb. And didn't just say, yeah, I'm going to back it right off the bat. I'm going to pause right now to tell you guys what you should do, and I was beating myself in the head because I already knew this, is on the first day, if there's 24-hour, get some extra stuff, and you're still kind of on the fence, you want to spend some more time looking, just back. You can always cancel your pledge. You can always alter your pledge, all that kind of stuff until the end of the campaign. The day the campaign ends, or within 24 hours, I think they usually do it on Kickstarter or GameFound, that's when they actually charge your card. So you have, I would say, until it ends. I wouldn't wait until there's no time left, but you can look at it, an hour before it closes down, what have you, and you can say, I want this, I don't want that, I want to bump up the pledge, anything like that. I didn't do that. Just know that you can do that. All right, and then you have retailer pledge. So this is definitely a buy for me, and Steven's a collector. Part of his problems. Hello, my name's Steven. I like to collect things. But I backed this one, and it's going to be, besides like DC deck building, I believe it's my only other DC game. I got some Zombicide. I can grab it because it's right next to me, the dark metal stuff, for the second edition, which I still don't have second edition, but I jumped on that Batman stuff. But this will be my first like miniatures DC game. I know there's some out there like war games and stuff like that, but this will be my first. All right, or I believe it is. Let's go ahead and move on to pass. Now remember, even though these are under pass, these are things that I saved because I thought I might be interested. So what we have here is we have roll for the great old ones. It's a roll and write game. And this right here is kind of my catch on it. There's a little bit more, but this right here is kind of my catch. I have a weird thing about roll and writes. I like to play them. There's something about the writing on something and erasing it and setting that up that I don't know yet. I'm still working my way around it because I do like dice. And if I like dice, you should like roll and writes. Something about having that piece of paper here and you got two sides maybe to write things on, you crumble it and throw it away, or you laminate it and then you have markers and you write and you erase and then the markers run out. Who knows what it is? But that's one of the reasons I passed. Call it shallow, call it what you will. This is a 1 to 4 player, 14 plus. Say it takes 60 to 90 minutes, as you can see right here. Dice Tower is saying yeah. The reason I was interested was because the idea of Cthulhu is interesting. It's definitely here in the game sphere, and I thought maybe this would be my like Cthulhu game. I do have Cthulhu Dice, the Steve Jackson really simple one, party game, but like kind of getting in a little bit more. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this because I'm not gonna not give it love. We will go over it really quick. Let's go to the top. I gotta give you guys all that information. You have less than a day to back this. So if you're watching this today, you have less than a day to back this, right? They wanted 9,000, 338. They got, at this point, they're 46,638. There's almost 2,000 backers, right? Like I said, you have a little bit less than a day to watch or to back this. All right. Let's go ahead and jump down here and see what you have. You have a print and play, which some people might like. It's a cheap way to go about it. It is €10, €25 for the game if you want to get the physical game. And they have it, it looks like they have it in German and in English. That's all that is. So, I mean, €25, that's the other thing. It's not very expensive, but it's there. All right. So if you get down here, the other thing that was a little iffy for me is the art. It's a style. It's not bad. It's just a style, and I don't know if I really, really like it. So the art kind of was like, I don't know. Here's the boards. If you guys can see, there's dry erasers that you can erase and write on the boards. So there's that. And every time I look at the art, I'm like, yeah, I could deal with the art, but it's something. It's this board, I guess, that kind of pushed me away. I do like custom dice. They have custom dice. Oh, but I'm saying pass. The other thing on this is I have I'm already going to put out, I don't know what, almost $800 this month. That's a lot. This might make me pass on some of my maybes. But that's some money that I'm putting out. Luckily, I do have some expendable money because of my job, but that's still, and that's 2 games in 1 month. I heard someone say, try to back what you think you play in a month. I definitely play more than 2 games, but I feel comfortable with 1 or 2 games backed a month. And the other issue is sometimes there's no games that month, and you might go 2 months, 3 months, not really back anything, nothing really exciting you, and then 1 month, 3 games come in. So I try to rationalize that in my head. Just scrolling down through this. This is all the unlocks and stuff. So this was the other thing. I think that I feel like there's a lot going on this board. So in my mind, I guess roll and writes are supposed to be simple but fun, and maybe this is. Don't get me wrong, and hopefully some of you guys are interested and you might check this out. But I was just kind of like, looks like there's a lot going on. You get scenarios to play, you get to fight the old one, all that kind of stuff. But this one is a pass. Maybe not for one of you guys. Maybe this is a hit. All right. Maybe it's a buy. Another one that I'm sure is a pass. There is a ton of days left on this, so maybe it goes into maybe, but at this point, I'm pretty sure it's a pass, right? They're looking for 10,000. They've already hit their goal at 95,373. I'm going to pause one more time for an aside. Even if the pledge, say the pledge is 100,000, right? Making sure when they offer you free things in the beginning, going back to that, you can always cancel before the pledge drive is over. If it doesn't fund, they're not going to charge you, right? If they decide to cancel it, they're not going to charge you. So if you kind of think I would argue, right? If you think you're interested in it or you're kind of maybe, go ahead and pledge for it right away. So you can get that free thing, or within that first 24 hours or whatever the time frame is, so you can get that free thing instead of paying $10, $20 later for it. When you're like, yes, I do want this and I want that free thing, just go ahead and get in there before it is done. This still has 24 days left. Maybe I'll go back into it. But this was one that was on my radar. Why was it on my radar? Because I've heard all these great reviews for this game right here, which is Search for Planet X. This is its predecessor in a way, but Search for Lost Species, hence the name, right? So, like I said, used to have 24 days. They wanted 10,000. They got 90. They've already got 95,000. They've 9 times their goal. Their pass. There's already a little over 2.5 or 1,500, 1,500 people. I'm having a problem saying that. Let's just say 1,642 backers. All right. So you got your 24 days. You got plenty of time on this one. Now, what are you in for this one? $45 for the early copy. This is the other thing where when I say back early on, we'll have to see where it says to how. I'll try to see if I can catch how you get in on that early copy. You could still add. It has the add me down there. It's probably the first 24 hours. So if you see this today, jump on it now. And then if you decide no, you can back out. $99 is a search bundle, search for lost species early copy. The Search for Planet X, The Search for Planet X, New Horizons. So that just gets you both the games if you wanted to get Search for Planet X. This being the predecessor, it might be one of those things where it depends on the theme, right? And this is retail or early bird. So I'm willing to bet the early bird's 24 hours. So don't delay if you think this might be something you like, and never take my criticisms as a reason you shouldn't get it. This is just reasons I'm not, right? And so we can look at right here, and I can talk about it really quick. Things I do like, it looks like it's going to be worker placement, right? You got cards. I like this stuff, worker placement cards to play out and things like that. The things I'm kind of push me off or turn me off to a little bit is the hidden player screen. Maybe part of this too is I'm really bad. My friend tells me this all the time. When we have hands and we're not supposed to show people, I flash my hand of cards all the time, right? So being even more secretive and having a little wall to block everybody kind of makes me think, I don't know if I want to get this, right? And at $45, plus you add shipping, whatever that's going to be, I'm assuming somewhere between at least $15 and $20 for this game. You're putting yourself at $70. I'm like, I don't know if I like that. And it's only, the art's not bad, but it's you have the hiders, these personal screens, so other people can't see what you're doing behind it. I'm not a huge fan of that. And then the other thing is, I know I'm scrolling down, these are all the unlocks. I can just go from right here. It's animal themed. The art is fine. It's not my kind of art. I guess I just don't like the art. But it was better art than I can make, right? So the art's fine, but it's not my flavor of art, right? So this one is going to be a pass, but maybe you'll be interested in it. So let's move on to the maybes, right? And here we go with the maybes. These are ones I'm not sure if I'm gonna back or not. I still have them on my list to let me know. I don't think there was any early bird on this one. We'll talk about the next one, what I've already done, things like that. So Manhattan Project War Machine. I've heard great reviews of Manhattan Project, and there's the second one, which I believe gets pretty good reviews. I looked at this as maybe my entry point into Manhattan Project, but we'll see. So let's look at this. They wanted 12,000. They've got about almost 3 times that. It's funded. 705 backers, 7 days to go. All right. So let's go ahead and scroll down and see kind of what you would have to pay for this. All right. So the War Machine, the pledge for Manhattan Project War Machine, $35, and then they have retailer $100. So one of the things that I will say is I do have a shop in the town I'm in that it's almost like a local miniature market. It might slowly become a competitor to miniature market and game, not Game Found, Game Nerds, where you get these good discounts on games. So I'm assuming they're probably going to get this in. This is one of the things where I'm kind of like, I don't know, maybe, because if they do, I won't have to pay shipping, and they'll probably go maybe $5 less on this. So I can get it for $30 and no shipping, where this is going to be 35 plus whatever shipping is. That's one of the reasons. The other reason that this is in the maybes is the art style I'm fine with. But let's get down where we can see some of the whole game board. Here we go. It's easier to talk about it and show everything. The art style I'm fine with. I like the fact that there's dice to roll. I'm a dice, win me over with dice kind of thing. Looks like these are, you have tiles, so it's going to adjust things. You collect them up, one of the two. I feel like I played Power Grid with a friend before. Now that I'm looking at more and more. But it's just the theme. I'm not entirely sure I'm into the 1940s, 1930s. This is what it feels like this is. Maybe a little bit later. Maybe it's the 50s. Somewhere between the late 30s, let's say 40s, 50s, somewhere in that general area. I don't know if that's a huge theme that I'm just really into and I really need to sink my teeth into. But I'm not sure. That's why this is in the maybes. Now, another maybe that we got going here is Andromeda's Edge. This is by Cardboard Alchemy. I know I didn't say the other ones. I should have. Cardboard Alchemy. I'll get better at this as we go on, guys. So their goal was 80,000. They're at 1 million something. They've reached it. 6,000 backers plus. There's 17 days left. I got lots of time. I can think about this one. This is just showing you the next unlock. Now, dwellers of Eldenvale. I'm sure they'll have it right here somewhere. Why is it not scrolling for me? Oh, bad. Now I gotta. Oh, what'd I do? Oh no, it's going wild. It's going wild. All right. You're gonna watch me do this in real time. Let's go here. Jeez. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it's because my computer is touch screen. I don't know what happened there. That frustrated me. See, now it scrolls. All right. So sorry. So Andromeda's Edge, Dwellings of Eldervale. It gave me enough time to think about it. So this one is, you've got 17 days. It's definitely funded without a problem. Why is this a maybe? With GameFound, they give you which one the company wants to promote most. So let's not look at that. So this is 1 to 5 players. It takes, so they say it takes 2 hours. It's 14 plus. Why am I interested in this? Cardboard Alchemy has won me over with Mission Catastrophe, and I'm looking at all my games. There's another one that I like even more. I like Mission Catastrophe. Flamecraft, which I haven't had a chance to play. We're waiting for Resvon to get here so we can unbox it. I've had it for a while now. It's just sitting in the box. I want Resvon to be able to do the unboxing for you guys. So it means the government needs to get off their butt and do things so she can get here. But anyways, so down here, let's go with this so we can kind of talk a little bit about why it's a maybe. It's space themed. Not my favorite theme, but I'm not against space. There are little miniature buildings and ships and stuff. That's a plus for me, right? And it's worker placement from what I can tell, because this is Dwellings of Eldervale. I've heard that it's just what theme you like more. If you like the fantasy, go with that one. If you like space, go with this one. So I've heard people say there's no need to kind of do both of them. All right, so that's why it's still a maybe. It's still on my list. The other thing that makes it a maybe is right here, 40 minutes per player. Right, do the math. If you're doing 5 players, that's a lot of time. If you're doing a normal like 4 players, it's still a good chunk of time. I don't need super fast games. I do play Zombicide and Massive Darkness. I have another one. Can you guys see it over my shoulder? I don't think you can. I don't even know where it's at. Oh, it's back over here. Dark Rituals, which I like. Those all easily take at least an hour or two. But I kind of question it at that point. You guys just get to know a little bit about me by listening to stuff. All right. Like I said, cool little miniature ships, little buildings, and you stack and build them. And I'm like, yeah, this is interesting. This is why it's still a maybe. I do like nice trays inside. Game Trays does a great job of setting up so you can fit everything in the box, and it works well. Here's how to play. You guys can scroll through all this. I just want to get down to what you would pay. Oh, just so you guys know, they did this with Flamecraft. I don't know where you find the puzzles. I'd have to do some research. But basically, they have puzzles ranging from really easy to really hard. You just have to solve one of them connected to your GameFound account, and you can get this miniature, which is really cool. What is it? The Mind. I want to call it the Ancient Brain. There it is. The Mind Serpent. See, there's the Flamecraft guys you can get as a faction, all that kind of stuff. All right. Let's get into what you're paying. This is the all-in. This is the deluxe plus add-ons. This is everything in the kitchen sink. If I back it, this is what I will back it at. I'm not going to lie. Then they have the retail, and then they have the standard down here, which is $69. The deluxe by itself is $129, so you're paying $60 more for expansions or extra stuff that come into this one, and we could probably click on it, and it'll give us more. All the miniatures are washed. Wooden moons. The wooden stuff would probably get me sleeves, jumbo dice. There's the expansion pack. Some neon mats and trays. Ancient Brain Raider. I don't know what that is, but you get that. So that's kind of all the extra stuff you would get in this. So this one, if this interests you, it's probably going to be a really good game, and I'm kind of on the fence with it. And if we go back to the top, sorry, it's going to be a fast scroll because I want to try to end this video quickly. So you guys don't have to watch forever. There's still 17 days left. That would actually put it firmly in February. The other thing I try to look at is how much money I'm putting out per month, right? So there's already 2 big games that are going to fund this month, right? I'm not a millionaire, but it's getting iffy there on the game. So this is definitely a maybe. And I even put this out in one of my game groups, hoping that someone would bite on. And I know when you guys are probably watching, I was hoping, at least when you guys are watching, would nibble and be like, oh, that looks really good. I think I'm going to get it. And I can be like, awesome, rock and roll. I get to play it. Someone's getting it. Don't have to worry about it, any of that. But we'll see how that turns out. I don't think it's going to turn out that well, everybody. I think I'm going to have to decide if I'm backing it or not. So we have one last maybe, and this isn't a game per se. I had scrolled it down because I was just kind of interested looking at things. Let's scroll it back up. This is Sleeve King. So if you sleeve your games, this is a really good, it's a good quality for price kind of thing. I like penny sleeves for deck builders and stuff like that, where you're going to need hundreds of sleeves. I like the penny ones. And I've noticed too with thinner sleeves, and this is a no-brainer, is you can actually, they'll fit better in boxes, where if you get the thicker sleeves that protect the cards more, obviously, they don't fit as well. So with that said, they wanted 5,000. They kicked the doors off on this. Come on. There's 1 day left for this. Here's the campaign. It gives you an actual countdown. So there's almost 2 days at the time of the recording right now. But it says 1 day up here. It's because it's under the 24. So you technically have 2 days left. You have 48 hours. So what is this? Like I said, they're always going to give you the big option. Sleeves, guys. Sleeves, sleeves, sleeves. It's sleeves and sleeves, guys and girls. Look at that. I wonder if it only goes up to 20 players. Anyways, this is not players. This is just sleeves. You got all different kinds of sleeves. If I remember right, they usually tell you kind of this works well with this. Yeah, see the Everdale right there. K-pop collector size. Oh, Chris, if you're watching K-pop, I don't know what that means. You'd have to tell me next time we meet up. Is that a game, K-pop? Anyways, so it's a bunch of different sleeves. This, I think, lets you know what you're paying. FFG. Not really sure. It's giving you the price. Here's a picture. Hey, look, this is how clear the sleeves are. And it talks about comparative stuff, how to pledge, sizes. Here's a good one. You see all the sizes they have. You scroll down there. Mini sleeves, $2. Retail, you're paying $2. So what are you gonna do? Pay beyond that. These are packs. They also do, if I remember right, they're going to have packs where you can say, I have this game. Yeah, see, I have this game. I want the pack for that. You can back it that way, right? They have them for all different kinds of cards. Oh, there's Sheriff of Nottingham. But this is your basic sleeves. I have tons of those. I should probably sleeve my Sheriffs of Nottingham Raiders. I've already sleeved all that up. I actually got the specific Raiders of the North sleeves. I don't need to talk about all these. I'm trying to get down to the price. As you can see, they have them for all different kinds of games. They have packages that you can set up. Actually, no, I didn't buy those. But that's a specific size because those are interesting size cards. The Omen cards, I believe. Sleeves. This is, I might think about back. I'm debating backing the Zombicide stuff to sleeve my Zombicide, but that would be a ton. And I realize, sorry, I know you guys have probably heard that a couple times. I need to just silence my phone when I do this stuff. Come on. Back your levels. Come on. Yes, I know you can do it. Here's your reviews. We're almost there, guys. I just want to run over kind of the costs for you guys. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Sorry for the scroll. It might make you guys a little dizzy. But as you can see, tons of stuff. They do coins. I forgot about that. All right, here you go. So you can pledge 160 and you get 100 packs of sleeves. I believe you can back anything. What this is, oh, plus 35 cents I think for large, 70 for extra large, $1 for extra extra large. I believe that's what that's saying. High five, you can get 5 packs of sleeves for $10. It's showing you the retail next to it. You have gold backers. Yes, the cat wants to be part of everything. You have gold backers, so you have 25 right there. You have platinum, you can get 50 sleeves. Returning backer diamond, 103 packs. That's kind of cool that they do that. For 160, so you get 3 free packs, and that is everything on that. So basically, how this works is, sorry, she wants to be on my lap, not be on my lap. How this works is that you back the money, you get the sleeves for cheap at 100. In my head, I was thinking if I did just the basic, which is the 63.5 by 88, you do 100, that's $1.60, 110 sleeves. That's actually really, really good. But you have to back the 160. And once again, why it's on the maybe for me is because I'm already putting out a lot of money this month, right? And that's just on games backed. That is not on cat wrangling tools. All right, so then I have to lock her in the rooms before I do this stuff. All right, yes, need me, and showing me how much you love me. All right, but that's why this one's a maybe, but this one might be a for sure. If this was a month where I wasn't backing big campaigns, maybe I'm backing a $35 game or a $50 game, this would have been an easy, like, yeah, I'm going to back this. But at this point, it's a maybe. So hopefully that helps you guys out. That helps you guys look at some of the stuff that's getting ready to end. Remember that some of the things are ending soon, within 24 hours. Some of them you have more time. I'll try to make sure I do timestamps below. I probably should have said this at the beginning, so you guys can kind of jump through and look at things if you want. But with that, I hope you guys like this new kind of look at crowdfunding. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're backing anything, what you're going to back, what you're thinking, or if you think I should back or reconsider things I said I'm not backing, all that great stuff. So help us grow this coalition by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell notification, all that great stuff. And I'm Steven with Cardboard Coalition. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. You're a crazy cat.